don't force anything. Like, we do not have to force anything. Relationships, friendships, work, whatever. Do not force it. Good morning. Good morning. I am in Nashville for work this week. So I am about to do my simple makeup routine. I think this takes about 20 to 30 minutes. So I know if I have 20 to 30 minutes, like, I'm gonna do this routine. And I've been doing this all week, and it's been cute. It's been holding up. So I'm gonna show you how I do it. I always start my morning off drinking lots and lots of water. So I bought these huge things of water. They're like 50 ounces. So I just bought these. I bought like 12 of these from the store, and I'm just drinking these all week. Alrighty, let's get to going. My eyebrows need to be done. There's no doubt about it. I don't even know what to call them. They're kind of unruly, but at the same time, they're not. And then they're sparse. So I really have not been getting them done lately, because I'm like, every time I go, they make them way too thin. And I'm like, just because they're sparse doesn't mean I want them thin. Like, I left that back in 2004. So I'm just filling them in. This is my favorite brow pencil. It's by Benefit Beauty. And I like this one because it has like that really nice tip. It's very thin and narrow. So I like it. So I pretty much add this outline, and then I'm gonna go back after the fact and clean it up a bit more, but I'll stop there for now. Then I like to add a little concealer under the bottom to clean it up. I'm using MAC Studio Fix 24-hour Smooth Wear Concealer in NW45. It's almost done. I hope they still make it, because I really like it. I've been using it for a while though. So this I'm doing this underpainting method that I learned on TikTok a while back. And ever since I found out about it, I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be my go-to makeup look, because it's so easy. And it looks like you didn't really try that hard, but you just look amazing. So I like it for that reason. Effortless. This is a color corrector. I've just started getting into this. I've seen a couple makeup gurus using these, and I started using it, and I was like, I actually think I like it. Like, it does even out my tone in places where I'm a little darker. So I use it under the makeup. This is Rise, the color Rise by Live Tinted, or Tinted, whatever. So I do that, and then I just smooth it in like this, just to lay it flat a little bit and blend it in. So I want to talk a little bit about maintaining friendships today. Just friendships in general. And I did not prep a lot of things to say about this, so I'm just going to be talking. So let's talk about it. So what I feel like I'm noticing, and what I've also seen in just some news articles, is that people are lonely. And I think a lot of people are lonely because of the rise of social media. I think over the years, it's given us like this false sense of being connected. And some people really are. Some people are connected, but a lot of people actually are not connected to a soul, even if their social media says otherwise. So I think a lot of people are sitting home, watching social media, even watching their friends live their lives on social media, but they don't actually feel connected to those people. And I think that's like creating a sense of loneliness in some people, because they're not truly have a relationship with the people that they're following or that are following them. And it feels artificial, or it feels like just nothing at all. Like you don't talk to them. You just see their post. I'm putting lighter concealer in these little places that I want to highlight. I always do under my eyes and this little Y, this little area, forehead area, here above my lip and down on my chin. Also put some blush on, and then I'm using this contour stick just to lightly place some contour. I know I look crazy, but you got to trust the process. So yeah, I think people are lonely, and I don't feel like people are investing as much in having genuine, thoughtful relationships with either their current friends, or are not putting in the effort to make more friends for where they are right now. I also think that people have relied too strongly. And when I say people, I'm making generalizations. So if it doesn't apply to you, then that's fine. But I think that some people have relied too strongly on relationships that they had, you know, in their younger days, like as kids or teens or even college. And they're not, like, a lot of people are getting older, but they're not adjusting their friendships in that way. So some people have outgrown their friends in different ways, and not even in like a bougie, like I'm too good for y'all type of way, but you literally have outgrown each other because of interest or daily life commands. And you don't have anybody that's currently on your same wavelength that you can connect with. So I think all that is like just creating a sense of loneliness. And I think that we're overall, like, people are just lazy and actually like putting effort into maintaining their friendships or getting to know people better. So I think we just need to do better in that way. Like, put some effort into, if you need to meet people, put effort into meeting people. It takes effort, just like dating. You have to date around to meet your crew, like to meet your people. And then too, if you have existing relationships that you're just like not showing any love to, put effort into your current friendships. put effort into your current friendships, into your current relationships, so that you can grow those the way that you need to grow them. So, and I ain't no friend expert, but I've always been a big proponent of friendships and having girlfriends, and I feel like I'm a great friend, and sometimes I've been loyal, honestly, to a fault in friendships. But over time, I've grown to learn, like, not every friendship is going to be for you. Not every friendship is going to last forever. And sometimes people really won't be like, y'all really won't be a good matchup friend-wise. But sometimes it takes a little time to see that, and then you have to separate as friends, which is okay. But I've always put effort into leaning into my friendships and my relationships with the women, like, every step of the way. And when I was younger, and just regular school, college, graduate school, and even like adulthood, young adulthood, and now in my 30s, I've just always put effort into the friendships and the relationships I have with other women. I always made that a priority. Even after situations where I quote unquote got burned by other women, like, I knew that that woman doesn't like define the whole the whole friendship and womanhood thing for me. So I've always known that friendship was like a cornerstone to life, and we need friends. We need healthy relationships. And your friends could be people that are in your family, but a lot of times they're not. You know, you get to make your friends and create that relationship. But I think that it's healthy for everyone to have friends and have a close circle of people that you can confide in and trust in. But especially women, especially like women that are transitioning over the years from 20s to 30s and 30s to 40s, like, life's transitions will show you need a friend to lean on, you know, like, because things happen. And I think even as married women, I feel like sometimes married women give up on their friendships, and then they realize too late that that was a mistake. So married women need to also prioritize their relationships with other women, even when they're married, happily married, not happily married. Like, the friendship needs to be prioritized, because that's going to keep you sane, honestly. Just having healthy relationship that you can be in, healthy friendship relationship that you can be in outside of your marriage with another woman. Okay, so I have used my little beauty blender sponge to blend in all the highlighter, blush, and contour that was on my face. And this is like where that reverse stuff comes in at. So I've used it to do that. And boom, there she goes. So now I am going to use my foundation. I'm going to lightly put it on top of all of this. This is like the part that I think is real cool. So I'm using this MAC Studio Fix Fluid and NW44, and I never think this is the right color. It always feels just a little off, so I like mixing it with other foundations. So I'm going to mix it with this Dose of Colors foundation, which is definitely not my color, but I think it helps balance out this color. So I might do something a little unconventional. I think the lady that came up with the method puts it on her brush. I can't remember, but I'm going to just do what I do, which is this. I just put little tiny bits of the foundation on my face because it's a really light application. I think you could put it on your brush or on your face. And I'm just going to add in a little bit of the lighter shade Just a little bit. And if I need more, I'll add more. And then I'm gonna take my brush and just, it looks so crazy, I love it. I'm gonna trust the process. So I'm just gonna blend that all in. But yeah, I really urge women to put effort into either maintaining or creating friendships that will allow them to be their true selves, allow them to flourish, allow a safe space in your life. It is so necessary. Like, this world we're like in a weird time. Like, there's so much going on, and we need a safe space. So if you have not prioritized creating healthy friendships in your life, or like life got you down because somebody like really screwed you over as a friend or whatever, I pray that you can come to some type of resolve about it and put yourself back out there to meet the type of people that you need to meet, and build your village in that way. And I know it's so hard to meet people. I know that, and it's so hard to build up that relationship and build up that trust, but you take it one day at a time and you just keep going. And what are some ways to meet people? Let's talk about that, especially if you're, say, new to a city, don't know anybody, or whatever the case might be. So I moved to Atlanta from graduate school about 10 years ago, and I knew a few people that lived in the area. So I started with them. I've started saying, hey, I'm here now. I just want to see if, you want to hang out, go out, or whatever. So I did that a few times. I went to networking events. I met a few people there. And actually met someone that became my good friend for a while from a networking event. I've met people at work. Now, I know a lot of people don't like meeting people at work, but I actually have met like a few of my really close friends at work. So there. And then two of my best friends that live here, I met them because of college or graduate school, and we ended up in the same city and really got to know each other there. And I've also met really good friends through other friends. Let's see. I also used to go to these women's networking meetings through an organization called Girl Gang, and I think they're still around. So places like that are a good place to meet women. If you're in a sorority, that's a good place to start. I mean, there's hundreds of people in some of these chapters, maybe even more. So that's a good place to start if you're already built into like a way to meet people. Church. With my new church, I'm getting involved in some of the women's ministries, and we just started a group that meets every so often. So that's a good way to get plugged in. So you got to get creative. I know some people have used Meetup to meet people. So there's different ways that you can go about meeting people, but it does take time. It takes effort. It can be frustrating. It's just like dating. I'm not even going to sit here and lie to you. But eventually you meet your people, like you meet the women that you vibe with, and it all comes together. So I pray that if you are in a season of feeling like you want to have some women in your life that you feel like vibe with you, I hope that you find those women. And there are a couple, if you feel like you need some work on yourself to be a better friend, there are some books out there about friendship now that I saw out there. I haven't read them, but they're by influencers or like friendship authorities online that I follow. So I'll link those in the comments. But we cannot do this life alone. We cannot. That's just that. We can do it. All right, I'm gonna put some setting powder, like on my face, especially in the areas where I put all that concealer and stuff. I think I was supposed to do this before this last step, but hey, we're gonna do it anyway. And I'm not a makeup artist at all, and I'm not trying to be. It's just I know how to do enough, and I think every woman should know how to do something to like put herself together in whatever way, makeup, hair, whatever. Like, you gotta know the basics. So now what I like to do is use this pressed powder, which I need more of. I like to put this all over to kind of add a finishing powder to my face. I do that, and then I like to go in and add a little more blush. I like blush. Not too much though, because this is a work thing. I'm gonna add a little tiny bit of highlighter. Not too much, because this is work, but on weekends, honey, I add a little more. So add a little bit of that. And then I like to add a little bit of bronzer. I just started getting into bronzer. Like, I just started using bronzer within the last year or so. But I really like it. Like, I really like it. So I've been using it. I still need to make sure. I need to look at a few more videos to make sure I'm doing this right. But I like to put some, kind of like where I put contour, just around my face in that way for a little extra bronziness. And then I'll use it for my eyeshadow, which I found that little tip on YouTube, and I've been loving it because I really struggle with eyeshadow. So that's been a way for me to get some color on my eyes. So I do that, and then I'm gonna add the bronzer as an eyeshadow, but first I like to put a little bit of eyeshadow primer on. Put it on. So I put the eyeshadow primer on. I'm gonna let that dry, and I'm gonna go back to my brows and just comb them to get off any of the foundation powder that might have gotten on them. And then I'm gonna just make them a little more natural looking. I like to draw little hairlines at the front to kind of make them look fuller but natural. And the girls always say eyebrows are sisters, not twins. So they might not look exactly alike, but they just need to look good enough. And we go forward, okay? Because every time I try to make them look like twins, I end up messing one up like completely, and then it looks too crazy. So there we go. Now I am going to use this bronzer for the eyeshadow. And I just love this. I mean, same look every time, but I love it. Okay. And then YouTuber, I think her name is Uche. She taught me this little trick. So I just take it down that little nose bridge, and I just like the little, not like I'm trying to do anything with my nose, but I just like the look of it. And that is pretty much the base of it all. So I like to then spray my face with setting powder, and then I'll go in and add mascara and lips. I'm just gonna use good old fashioned MAC Fix Plus, but I do also use, depending on like when and where I'm going with this makeup, I'll use All Nighter by Urban Decay. And then I've also been liking this, but the scent is really strong. So every time I put it on, I sneeze, but I do like the result. I'm gonna use this Fix Plus today. So just let that dry down. And sometimes I'll just go over it a little with a sponge to suck up any excess, smoothing this down. And I'm gonna wash my hands. I forgot to use it today, but I usually put this, it's like a glowy serum under the makeup. So I put it on like after I wash my face and I put my primer on, I'll put this on. And it helps give you like this lit from within glow that I really like. All right, so next, mascara. Y'all, I think I might have found it. I might have found, I don't know if anybody else has this issue, but I have this issue. When I put mascara on, like throughout the day, little pieces of it will either smudge or fall like under my eyes. But this one has not been doing that. And I'm gonna knock on wood, but it has been pretty good. So I think that this might be my new mascara. It is Fan Fest by Benefit. And it's been going pretty well. I think I picked it up on a whim, just trying to find a mascara that does not bleed. And I found this and I really like it. I have little baby eyelashes, but I don't wear lashes on a daily basis. That's just not me. But I do like lashes when I can wear them, which is usually special occasions. So I just like to do my own lashes. Call it whatever you want to call it, baby. I'll be basic, but I like it. So a little bit of the mascara got under my eyes, and a tip I learned was to let it dry, then take like a mascara spoolie, a dry one, and you can just get that off real easily. Another tip I learned for bleeding mascara is to keep the under eye area like dry with different powders. I mean, you don't want to look cakey, but keep it dry, and that will help the oils not pull the mascara down. I like to add just a tad bit of chapstick so they're not so dry. I'll also get any excess foundation off of my lips. I feel like that messes up the lip color when you leave it there. So getting that off. I'm using a brown lip liner. I really like everybody's favorite Chestnut from MAC, but I do also like this one from Rare Beauty. It's called Strong, that's the color, and it's the Kind Words Matte Lip Liner. Just gonna lightly line my lips. And then I just rub them together a little bit just to spread out the lip liner. And today I'm gonna use, I have been using, for my everyday look, I've been using this Gucci lipstick called Rose. I really like it. It's just a simple nude. That, and then I'll use a little bit of this e.l.f. lip gloss on top of it. But today I'm going to use this MAC Locked In Kiss. It's a pinkish color. I've been trying to find a replacement for my favorite lipstick, which is Please Me by MAC. I've been trying to find a replacement, so this is my attempt at that. It's not perfect, honestly. It's not a good replacement, but I like it sometimes. One thing I'll say about the friendships, just to go back to that for a second before we leave, is don't force anything. Like, we do not have to force anything. Relationships, friendships, work, whatever. Do not force it. If it seems like you and somebody aren't really vibing like that, or they're not giving you same energy that you're giving them, we're not doing that. We're not forcing it. We're not forcing it for the sake of time, you know, the length of time you've been friends with somebody. We're not doing that. So if they're not seeming like they're trying to be your friend, we're not chasing anybody. So keep that in mind. We don't chase. And this stuff is dry, so once it goes on, it's on. Okay, so this is really like the look. You can wear the lips like this, but I usually put a little bit of lip gloss on top of my looks. And just a little bit, because I don't like them too glossy, but I want them to have a little sheen. So that is the look. My 20, it's been about, I think, 30 minutes. So this is one of my like quicker beats, but I do have one that's quicker. So I'll be back at another time just to show you like my 10-minute makeup routine when I'm brushing. But this is if I have like 20 to 30 minutes, I do this, and I really like it. I like the natural subtleness of it. It's glowy, but it looks like I put some effort into it. So I like the look. I will come on and just show you my outfit. Where, like I said, I'm in Nashville, so I wanted to bring a little bit of razzle dazzle to the conference. So I bought my cowgirl boots. So I'll show you how I put the look together. But I thank you for watching this video. Wishing everybody, you know, much success with whatever friendships they explore. Wishing healthy and safe sister circles on you. And I hope that women and friendships give you the time to just flourish and nurture yourself in whatever ways that you need. So thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video.